Hello, good afternoon. So here we want to look at this question. So we have two simultaneous, we have two equations, two quadratic equations that we want to solve. So whenever we have to solve two simultaneous equations, in which each of the equations is a quadratic equation, then we need to use a particular technique. And what we do is we say let's y equals to mx. So that's the first one we assume. Then we'll now substitute that mx for y in the two equation. And once we get the answer, then from there, once we get the value of m, then we'll now use the value of m to get the value of x and y. So let us proceed on how to go about this. So first, from equation 1, our x, whatever we find um, y, we put mx. So this is going to be x squared plus m squared x squared equals to 13. Let this be equation 3. Or before we do that, let's simplify this. This is going to be x squared 1 plus m squared equals to 13. So let's call this equation 3. And from 2, this is going to be x squared minus 3x mx plus 2m squared x squared equals to 35. Okay, so let's simplify this. X squared is common in the three terms, so bring it out. S squared 1 minus 3m plus 2m squared equals to 35. So let's call this equation 4. So once these are obtained, the next thing we'll do is to divide this 3 and 4. So it's the equation 3 divided by 4. So if we divide this by this, that will be 1 plus m squared all over 1 minus 3m plus 2m squared equals to 13 all over 35. So once this one is obtained, we can simplify this by cross multiplying, and this multiply this while this multiplies this. So this is going to be 35, 1 plus m squared, 13, 1 minus 3m plus 2m squared. So once we simplify this further, it's going to be 35 plus 35 m squared. Then this becomes 13 minus 39 m plus 26 m squared. That is, this 13 is going to multiply every time in this brackets. Then the next thing we want to do here is to bring everything to the other side of this equation. So it becomes 35 plus 35 m squared minus 13 minus 39 m, then minus 26 m squared. So we have brought everything to the other side of the equation. So what are the things that can be added together? We have 35 minus 26. So that will be 9m squared. Then minus 39 minus 39m. Then 35 minus 13, that's 22. Sorry, this is supposed to be plus 39 here. This is minus here. By the time it's crossing, it becomes plus 39. And this is plus 39 too. It's okay. Sorry, this is a constant term. Equals to 0. So with this equation obtained is a quadratic equation, and we need to find the factors of this equation. What are the factors? How do we get the factors? We need to multiply the first term by the last term. 9 times 22, that's 198m 198m squared. So if we find the LCM, 2 in 19, that will be 19. So here that will be 3, that will be 33. And 3 in 33, that will be 11. Then 11 in 11, that will be 1. So these two numbers, we'll try to reduce them to two numbers such a way that um, when we add those two numbers, it will be equal to 39. And when we multiply them, of course, it will give us this 198m squared. So what do? We say 2 times 3, that's 6. And then 3 times 11, that's 33. So 6 plus 33, that's 39. So we have been able to find these two numbers to replace this 39 here. So that will be 9m squared plus 6m plus 33m plus 22. Okay? So with these numbers obtained, so this is now going to be 9m squared. So if we factor this together, this is 3 can go here and m can go here. That is taking these two. So that will be 3m. So that will be 3m left. Then plus, and 3 and 6, that will be 2. Then this one also, 11 is common between these two. So that will be plus 11. So this is going to be 11 in 33, that will be 3m. Then plus 11 in 22, 2. So what matters is these two must be equal, if not, something is wrong. So the next thing we want to do from here is to say 3m plus 2, and this is 3m plus 11. That is, we factor them, we factorize them out as well. Now this is now going to be 3m plus 2 equals to 0, or 3m plus 11 is equal to 0. And from here, m is going to be what? Minus 2 all over 3, or m is what? Minus 11 all over 3. That is, you bring these 2 to the other side, you divide by 3. You bring the 11 to the other side, divide by 3. So these two values of m have been found. Now, with m equal to minus 2 all over 3, we substitute this into this equation. That is, s squared is this, to be able to find x. So how do we find x from here? So we just substitute in this equation. So that is s squared 1 plus m squared equals to 13. So we say substitute minus 2 all over 3 for m in equation 3, right? So if we put this here, so that will be x squared 1 plus m, which is minus 2 all over 3 squared, right? Equals to 13. What would that give us? So that will be x squared into 1 plus 4 all over 9 equals to 13. And 9 times 4, 9 times 1, 9 plus 4, 13. So that's going to be x squared into 13 all over 9 equals to 13. And when you cross multiply, x squared will become 13 times 9 all over 13. 13 will cut 13, so x squared is equals to 9. And x will become what? Square root of 9. So x is what? Plus or minus 3. So we have been able to get x to be what? Plus or minus 3. And y is what? Is equals to mx. So y is now going to be m, which is what? Minus 2 all over 3. Then x plus or minus 3. So 3 will cut 3. So the answer is going to be minus plus 2. Okay? So that's going to be y. X is plus or minus 3, and y is minus plus 2. So that's when m is equals to minus 2 all over 3. So that's the first solution. Then the second solution, we obtain it by substituting this into the equation. And how do we do that? We substitute into this. The same equation, we don't need to use the 2, we can just use 1. This one is a more simpler equation, so we use that one. Okay, so we substitute minus 11 all over 3 into this equation again, equation 3 again. So let's simplify. So that will be what? S squared. So we say substitute minus 11 all over 3 in equation 3. So then equation 3. So that will be x squared 1 plus m squared. M is now minus 11 all over 3 squared, right? Equals to 13, right? So that will be x squared 1 plus 121 all over 9 equals to 13. So from here it becomes 9 times 1, 9 plus 121. So that will be x squared 130 all over 9 equals to 13. Then x squared becomes 13 times 9 all over 130. So 13 here 1, 13 here 10, right? So our x squared will become 9 all over 10. And x will now become square root of 9 all over 10, right? So x will become 3 plus or minus 3 all over square root of 10, right? So, and y is equals to mx. Y is equals to mx. So y is going to be minus 11 all over 3. And x is what? Plus or minus 3 all over root 10, right? So 3 will cut 3 and minus times this, that will be minus plus 11 all over square root of 10. So this is the second solution to this equation. And this is how we solve this, right? Thank you.